Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Truly appreciate it. Helps my channel grow and helps me to keep continuing to bring you guys some content. So we're going to find out today who is jealous of you and why are they jealous. So we have 3 piles for you to choose from. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if these readings, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to book a personal and private reading with me on my website at angiesawakening.com. Thank you so much to everybody. So let's hop in. So we have pile number 1 over here with this wow sticker. We have pile number 2 here with like this, well, I don't even know what to call it, but this little thing here. And last but not least, we have this guy here for pile number 3. So do your thing, pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. All right, pile number 1. So if you chose this wow sticker, this is going to be your reading. So I'm just going to lay out your cards, and then I'm going to start talking about your situation because I want to get a full understanding. So I'm doing something a bit different this go around by actually shuffling the stuff in advance, so it shortened the length of time of my readings. So there, let's see. I'm just gonna lay everything out and then I'm gonna start talking. I don't know if I'll have enough room. We'll see. Hopefully this is all in shot. Yes, it is. Okay, excellent. We're doing good. All right, so the first card we have here is victory and success. So I'm just gonna start talking and like sharing the story. I'm gonna do it a bit differently where I'm just gonna read what I see. So from this whole situation here, I feel like this is definitely a romantic relationship, could even be a twin flame, soulmate, higher level soul connection here is what we're tapping into. This person in the past, so I'm going to first talk a little bit about what happened in the past to figure out why this person is really jealous of you and what has since happened to cause this. So initially, in the past, this person had a low, very piss poor self-esteem issue because we have the self-attack here. So this person always was someone who just didn't think that love, relationships, or you know, being in a healthy relationship dynamic was something that they were going to receive. They could have put you in a lot of third-party situations because I'm noticing here the woman in this imagery in the sex conspiracy card where they were kind of like giving their power away because we have the emperor here in reverse. So they were giving their power away to a lot of toxic relationships, toxic partners, could be male or female. But from this imagery, I feel like we're picking up on a male who kept sleeping with different partners. And when they would do this, I'm feeling that this person would feel very incomplete as a result of this. This was something that they had experienced from childhood. A lot of people don't realize this, but when somebody deals with a lot of childhood trauma, could have been even victimization themselves, where maybe they were raped, molested, or had witnessed a lot of violence in the home, stuff like that. It really impacts the way in which that somebody is able to feel about themselves. So their confidence, the types of partners that they attract. So they keep attracting these people that they know are no good for them, but then they don't have the strength or willpower to really walk away from the situation, despite of it being like shown a lot of red flags. It's kind of like they rather be with somebody than be alone type of deal. So they settle for bad relationships, bad people that don't show them the respect and dignity that they need, and then that leads to them being heartbroken over and over again. So I'm going to get to the point now why this person is jealous. So what happened was you, the viewer, decided to end the relationship with this person. I think you had either set a hard boundary, because we have the space card here. So it's either you set a very hard boundary with this person where you told them that you're not willing to allow this buffoonery. Could have been even you had received a call, or you just intuitively knew that this person was sleeping around on you. I feel like this is more of a situationship, if you guys were not in a committed relationship, where this person was, you kept giving them the benefit of the doubt. They kept stalling you out, gaslighting you, telling you that soon you guys would be able to have a victory or success within your connection. But then this led to you being heartbroken repeatedly by this person's actions and them constantly putting you in bad situations. I think this person is jealous because they think that you're entertaining now other options or other partners that are not them. So their concern is that by the time that they're able to actually come forward and end that self-attack, where they realize that they are worth much more than what they had been showing, they're afraid that now you're going to be with somebody else. And so now they're trying to deal with or come to terms with their anger that they feel towards you, because they're scared that if you leave, then this is something that's going to make them feel very jealous. It's kind of like you may have been dumping a lot of time, emotions, feelings, and whatnot into this person, but then what happened was you realized that this person wasn't going to change unless you had made the change, the viewer, and then you cut them off. When you cut them off, this enraged them, where they became so jealous and obsessed about you because they were fearful that you had left them for somebody else. You got tired of their games, you got tired of the lies, you got tired of the manipulation, and you got tired of this person treating you like an option with the 7 of Cups card here, where this person just kept on treating you like crap. They kept sabotaging the relationship, the connection in general. But now this person, I'm hearing, wants to try to work on correcting this. They know what they've done is wrong. And so now this person wants to come out of this anger, rage, jealousy, those feelings of not thinking that they're good enough. So their jealousy is more towards the fact that you left them. It's kind of like that inner childhood wounding where they don't like people to walk away from them. It's okay for them to leave you, but then the moment that you leave them, this is something that they can't let go of, right? And now that you left, the viewer, this person is jealous now that maybe you made a contract with someone else, but they feel very drawn to you intuitively, where they know that you guys have a soul contract, an agreement, a soul connection of some sort. Because I feel like when this trumpet, this reminds me of the judgment card. So when the trumpet blew, that was when you, the viewer, had just pulled the plug on everything. And this person is now recognizing that a lot of their jealousy, insecurity, their negative attachments was all from their own self-limiting beliefs. And so now they want to end this anxiety that they're feeling, which is creating them to make them feel very jealous. They're having a lot of sleepless nights. They're thinking about you constantly and wanting to know if you've moved on from them. I've heard if they were in a third party situation, they have cut this person out. Or if they were just interested in hooking up and sleeping around with people, they've also decided to cut this out because they recognize now that they've been sabotaging themselves, and now they're interested on rebuilding this connection that you have with them, with this hammer up here too. This person wants to give you some small romantic gesture, but they still are a little bit immature because they're showing up as a knight in terms of their feelings, but then they also want to speak a lot of truth and clearly to you, the viewer, what led up to this moment, why their jealousy, their ways in which they had been conducting themselves had led up to the separation of you and this connection. So this person is like a love partner. I know it's crazy, and that's probably why you chose the wow sticker, but ultimately this person is just realizing a lot of hard truths and they're jealous that you've moved on with someone else. So their jealousy is more centered around the fact of them not having you. So it's kind of like that obsessive compulsive nature that this person may have, where their jealousy is centered around them thinking that you've moved on. And so because of this makes them feel very jealous and also very vulnerable, which is something that this person is not used to. They're not used to doing this. They're used to hooking up with people, sleeping around so that nobody gets close to them, because the more people they have in their arsenal, or the more people they have around, then it's less likely that they will have to bond or connect with anyone. But with you, they feel different, where they want to connect with you, they want to open up, they want to speak their truth, they want to tell you exactly how they feel about you. So this person, I feel like, is more professing a lot of their love, where they're just jealous that you've moved on with someone else, because you've taken a space, you've taken a step back from this person, and that's what makes them jealous. I think it's more of jealousy and admiration too at the same time, because they admire that you, the viewer, have self-love for yourself to recognize when someone is hurting you, you need to let them go. I'm also hearing a lot of the jealousy here too also is now the third party, especially if you know that your person had been entertaining multiple options. The third party is enraged and angry with your person's decision as well to walk away. Because remember, if this is a soulmate twin flame connection, the energy doesn't lie. So your person might still physically be there with them, but then their mind is somewhere else, where they're no longer investing in that person. And this is what's making the third party even jealous of you as well, the viewer, where the third party is now angry that the relationship is ending with your person, and they're thinking also that your person has gone to entertain other options because they know that this is different this time. Maybe they've broken up previously in the past, but because your person recently has changed the way in which they have been conducting themselves, this third party is not happy. So be very careful. I'm hearing as well, pile number one, I know this is not really so much related to this reading, but just be very careful with one, how you proceed with this person, especially if they still have multiple people around. You need to set strong boundaries and let this person know that you're not going to be sitting around for them to get their crap together. They need to do what's best for themselves at the end of the day, and that you're going to be pushing the gas forward for your better sake of yourself, right? So don't wait on this person. Do your thing, right? Work on your goals, work on your soul mission, work on you. And also the next protection message I'm getting from this pile as well is, as this person's walking away from this person, the third party, they're getting more and more jealous about you as well. I'm thinking that a lot of them are also very obsessed with you because they can't understand what you have that they don't have. Why is it that your person is willing to change and work on things within themselves to be with them, and they're not willing to do this to you, with them? Right? So now there's a jealousy of the third party as well, because now that your person has pulled back from them, they feel this shift, they feel a difference, they feel that coldness from your person, they feel that, and this is also what's enraging the third party as well. So just be careful. If this person comes to you or you go to them, just be mindful that, you know, with this type of jealousy and whatnot, it's leading to a lot of rage and anger, built up anger and rage and frustration for both this person, which I don't think your person is going to harm you. It's more of the third party that may decide to take action, or, you know, whether it be energetic action, so ramp up your protection and grounding meditation, or the third party may decide to contact you or even approach you in some cases, because I'm hearing that this person is also very bold as well. So just be careful is what I'm saying. So if you have been in no contact, ghosted with your person, separation, whatnot, your person is going to be coming back around, and they're wanting to express their token of love and gratitude towards you, because this distance and space between you guys has allowed them to recognize that they no longer want to be entertaining multiple options. They've made a choice and they've chosen you, pile number one. So let's get the last piece of advice from Spirit, and then we're going to close out your reading, pile number one. So that's interesting. It's like your person is jealous because they know that you've now moved on and you stepped into your power, and they hate that. So we have it here, competition, and we also have bravo. So I'm feeling right away intuitively that right now you are definitely stepping into your power, and your guides, angel, source, whatever you believe in, is definitely commending you right now for the strength and for what you've done. As we talked about, you stepped away from this person. So let's hear it. Competition. So this one. Strife, arguments, conflict, battle. This is a time of conflict and challenge, pure and simple. No matter how you look at it, confrontation and discord are on the horizon. Others don't agree with you or see your perspective, and they don't intend to cooperate with you in any way. This could surface in such serious ways as legal battles, divorce proceedings. So I can't make this shit up. This is just confirming exactly what I talked about. Divorce proceedings and contract negotiations. Or it could just be impasse with a spouse over raised toilet seat. So again, the third party and this person are dealing with a lot of heavy conflict right now. Whether the issue, there is no intimate or easy resolution. You've attracted a worthy opponent, so prepare to go the distance. This is not to assume, however, that such combative scenarios are always a bad thing. Your warrior guides are present to enlighten you about the benefits of sparring with others. Competition brings out your best and unleashes your passion and commitment in what you believe in. It develops your strength and prevents you from being victimized or manipulated by others. And it teaches you the need to respect others too, and not mindlessly impose your will on them. Your warrior guide suggests that when you do battle with others, it's best to fight fairly and learn from the conflict. Don't compete just to let off steam. Fight for the progress and higher understanding for all concerned, rather than being difficult to get your own way. Hidden within the drama of battle competition are seeds of true understanding and compassion. The best spiritual warriors always survive from a win-win outcome. Your warrior guide suggests that you will embrace the battles at hand and find your strength to reach your growth. Fight the good fight for your adversities and pray for divine justice to prevail, not for personal version of justice. This message: fair fight, but concede what you are in the wrong. So again, Spirit is saying don't interfere with their situation. Let them sort themselves out. Even if this person comes back and wants to try to reconcile with you, use your discernment and your judgment to better help you navigate through this situation. At the end of the day, the third party, as I talked about, and this person are in a fight right now, or you and this person are in a fight right now. But Spirit is saying not to take it personally. Just pray that everybody involved in the situation can find their peace and balance to where this situation is concerned. So let's read the last one, the Bravo Warrior Guides, and then we're going to close out your reading because I don't want them to be too long. So rebellion, liberation, courage, and resistance. Does everything inside you rebel against authority, making you want to scream, "You can't control me"? If this is true, no one can control you unless you agree to it. The fact that you don't allow others to control you anymore, as we talked about, you ended the shit. And no one to control you unless you agree to it. The fact that you don't allow others to control you anymore is a sign of progress. It means that you're moving away from a world of dependency and claiming your personal authority as a self-directed, conscious soul ready to take responsibility for yourself. Challenging the authority figures in your life is a necessary step in your growth. However, you must realize that not everyone or everything in your path is necessarily working against you. Ask your warrior guides for courage to challenge what oppresses you and for the wisdom to know when to respect authority. Your warrior guides' message: stand up for what is important to you and ask for it. However, don't fight for your own sake. Respect the leadership and rights of others as well. So this is it. When this person comes back, speak your truth, or even if anything happens here, speak your truth, no matter what is what Spirit is saying. But you don't need to go toe-to-toe or fight with people. Don't go to that low vibration, right? You want to try to make sure that you remain level-headed as possible where the situation is concerned. So that's what I have for you, pal number one. If this resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. This is what helps my channel grow, as well as helps others who might be in a similar situation to you that may benefit from my readings. So thank you so much for your love and support. If this resonates and you would like to book a personal private reading with me, feel free to check out my website at angiesawakening.com. Thank you so much. Take care. Hey, pile number 2. So if you've chosen this sticker here with the, I don't even know what to call this sign, but this is going to be your reading about who is jealous of you. So I'm doing things a bit different today, where I pre-shuffled ahead of time to save time for the reading, so it's not as long and drawn out. So if I want to thank everybody again for your love and support, and if these readings messages resonate with you, don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and even comment. I like hearing from you guys. I think it's really good. It helps me to, you know, see that my messages are on point, and that I'm helping somebody to, you know, find out some things about themselves. So I do have my website up and running. If you'd like to check it out, it's angiesawakening.com. So let's hop into your reading, pile number 2, to find out who is jealous of you. So we have here this material harvest card. So I'm very much feeling like you were maybe involved in some type of work situation, or even conflict within the family, where there was a situation where maybe you had like gone to a friend, because I see here girl talk. So maybe you had gone to a family member or even a friend, and basically had confided in them and was telling them all about your challenges and whatnot that you had in regards to maybe a work situation or something along those lines. But this person is very much jealous and envious of you, pile number 2. They, behind the scenes, feel very much like a failure. So a lot of the time when you were talking to this person, could have even been hearing a cousin for someone out there, or even just like a friend or even a coworker, because I feel like I'm channeling for a lot of people with a different type of storyline or scenario. So it was either someone, it would basically, the long and the short was that this was someone who was close to you in your circle, that you trusted and that you also respected very much. So this person feels very slighted by you. The reason why they feel slighted is that they don't feel that you deserve to be getting all the rewards and benefits that you have right now for yourself. So if you've recently gotten a promotion, or you've recently been able to start a business, or your life in general has been working out, I'm hearing for some of you, you may have recently bought a new car, or maybe gotten a better job, or moved houses in some cases, this person be hating, because ultimately this person is mad. Why is it that you're able to get the success and the things that you want, and they can't? This person feels very low about themselves. They feel like they are a failure. They feel like they are a loser. They feel like they won't be able to match up with you, because you're just someone who exudes this extreme confidence. We have the Sun card up right here. And this person is just really hating on the fact that everything that they do or they want to do doesn't seem to be working out. They feel like they can't get the same success, they can't get the same outcomes, they can't get the same things, basically, that you have. This person wants your life, is what I'm hearing. That would resonate for somebody out there. This person basically wants your life. So if you confided in a coworker, you confided in a family member, you confided in a friend, this person is hating on you because they are not happy that everything that you touch seems to turn to gold. And for them, their life is just one big mess, right? They had a lot of ideas about the way in which that their life was supposed to work out, but it didn't work out the way that it was supposed to work out in their mind. I feel like for them, they need to recognize and just take a moment of gratitude to understand their own blessings and know that they too can have that happy ending for themselves. It's kind of like, some of you, I'm hearing, may have also communicated with this person and told them that you were going to apply for a job, or you're going to apply for that advancement, or whatever your story is. And this person was upset because they felt like, why is it that you're able to manifest these new beginnings for yourself over and over again, and they can't? So this person right now is really just like yearning over the fact that you decided to move on and advance yourself, but they're also keeping you kind of close to them too at the same time, and they're watching you basically rise and glow up and do your thing. So this person, or it could even be persons, a group, if it was a job situation you left that behind, they're watching you. If this was a family member, they're also watching this as well, where they're understanding that they now need to start taking charge of their life. Instead of being jealous and basically being vindictive of somebody, they are now trying to manifest that new beginning for themselves, because they want to be like you. I'm hearing a lot of you, it's kind of like that jealousy, but then that love at the same time, where they hate you, but they love you. It's one of those vibes where this person basically feels like they can't compare to you, but then they're intrigued by you too at the same time, where they want to know, what did you do to be able to manifest this new beginning for yourself? Did you like take some courses? Like, they're curious, right? Like, I feel like this person is still very much curious about you. And they're also having conversations and gossiping a lot with other people about you and what you've recently now experienced. I'm hearing for a lot of you, you've definitely leveled up in like some professional aspect where you're you know, because we see here, I'm noticing the coin. So your money has since increased. Could even be your status. You could have recently gotten married as well. I'm hearing for somebody else out there, or engaged or proposed to, or your home life is just a lot more balanced and more fruitful. But this is something that you really had worked hard to, which this person doesn't understand that. And that's why they're jealous, right? They're jealous because they want to know, why is it that you are able to have the things that they want and they can't have? But they could just really just reach out to you and just ask you simple things like, you know, do you work with, let's say, if you're into manifestations, I'm hearing, or moon magic, they could ask you, like, how do you manage to keep on leveling up? Do you use like a process? Did you take a course? Like something practical, like what could you do, right? So let's also find out, because I feel like, so Spirit, what is motivating this person's jealousy? They want me to use this deck, which is interesting because I didn't use it on any of the other piles. So you're going to be interesting, pile number 2. So let me just shuffle here off to the side, and then let's see what's going on. So what is also, to find out more detail, because I feel like you need to know exactly who this person is and why. But I feel like a lot of you already know. But this is something that this person definitely has been trying to talk to you about a lot. So let's see. Who is the person that's jealous of pile number 2, please, Spirit? Let's find out some more details about the situation. What is fueling your jealousy? So I'll take 2 cards, Spirit. Okay, so that's the first one. So we have sighs. So again, this is just talking about this person just that wishful, I'm hearing them sigh. So they're like, she did it again, or he did it again. This is bullshit. Like, that's what I'm hearing. So like, it's kind of like to your face, they're like, oh, you did so well. So when you call them and tell them about your stuff, they're like, oh, wow, you did so well. But then behind the scenes, this person is like talking a lot of shit about you and why was it that you were able to like level up and stuff like that. So we have here, so again, they may have even gone out, for some of you, to like a party or like out to dinner to celebrate this, but then behind the scenes, this person be hating. And this is someone who is a younger woman, so it could even be, or you are a younger woman. So the reason what's fueling them to feel like a failure is because you're a lot younger than them in a lot of cases too. And that's also why this person is upset, because maybe they wanted to be able to have their career be at a certain place, or they wanted to have a certain amount of money or a certain amount of success. And you're significantly younger than this person is what I'm hearing for some of you. And this is what also makes this person upset, because they feel like a failure when they compare themselves to you. And they want to be able to have the same things that you have. So again, this is talking about money, finances, career, job, stuff like that. So behind the scenes, they act like, when they're talking to you, they act really joyful and happy about, you know, oh, I'm so happy you got that job promotion. But then deep down, this person is hating on the fact that you have now stepped up. This person is also kind of like that wishful thinking, where they're waiting for their ships to come in. But then at the same time, they're not willing to put in the work into their situation, such as apply for that job, right? Maybe go back to school, maybe advance their education, right? Do certain things to level up. Whereas you, my friend, are willing to do the things, and that's why you've been able to progress successfully. And that is something that this person has to learn as their lesson. So let's get the last piece of advice from Spirit in regards to this frenemy, and then we'll take it from there. I'm feeling very strongly for a lot of you, this is a friend that you have in your circle. So we have creativity. So again, Spirit is saying, like, keep hustling, keep building your craft, keep building on your creativity, and ignore the haters. So your creativity guides are advising you that there is no way to avoid risk if you wish to make a creative life, to live a creative life. Stop worrying about making right and wrong choices and view them as creative opportunities. Be glad you have the freedom to make choices at all, and realize that no matter what you choose, you'll create something. If you don't like the rest, then simply go back to the drawing board and make new and hopefully better choices. Your creativity guides remind you not to look at life in terms of black and white, me against you, all or nothing. Your creative spirit, regardless of what else is going on in your life. Assess your creations with appreciation and respect, whether good, bad, or indifferent. They all reflect your creativity. Celebrate everything you enjoy and don't fret over the rest. See your less desirable creations as interesting rough drafts and follow your creation guide's advice. Go back to the drawing board. So Spirit is basically just saying, with patience, with time, you'll just keep on leveling up and manifesting. Don't listen to this hater or haters. I'm hearing for some of you out there. You're going to shine, and the thing that this person might be lacking in is their zest for life. I'm hearing a lot of you are very creative, and this is what helps you to also be like in that sun energy all the time, where stuff are just naturally coming to you. You're not afraid to take risks. You're not afraid to do what's best for you at the end of the day, right? Which is something that this person might be able to benefit from, but that's for them to figure that out. But don't worry, my pile number twos. If this reading resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, and take care. So hey, pile number 3, if you've chosen this pile, this is going to be your reading. So I'm actually doing a little bit differently today to try to save some time back. So instead of you guys watching me shuffle and whatnot, I just laid out the cards in advance, and then we're going to figure out who is this person that is jealous of you. So I want to remind everybody that if these readings do resonate with you, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I like hearing from you guys. So if you have any comments, questions, whatnot, and you want to shout me up, no problem. You can either comment in my video, or you can send me an email, or last but not least, you can just simply like the video, right? That's a way of, sharing that you enjoyed it or you liked it, right? So yeah, let's hop into this. So let me just take in the energies, and then I'm going to start talking about what happened here with you and this person who is jealous of you. So right away, I'm hearing that this was a love connection. Like I keep getting sucked into this card right here. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that I feel like this is capturing some of the past energy between you and this particular love interest or love situation that was here. So what I'm seeing here is that you are inquiring about someone, or the person that's jealous of you is somebody who was connected to your person. So this is the third party's energy that I'm feeling, I'm picking up on, as well as your person and your energy too. So this is going to be interesting. So let's take in this energy now. So you were dealing with someone, or your person was dealing with somebody who, so okay, let me give the backstory so that it can make sense. So in the past, your person and you were dealing with this runner-chaser dynamic. So your person was either the runner or you were the chaser, or vice versa. But I feel like if you are the divine feminine watching this, typically we are the chaser, where we are, we have a fear of abandonment. We're afraid of taking chances and whatnot. So then we just kind of keep, chasing the person down, wanting to try and make it work. And then it just goes back and forth in that cycle. I'm feeling like it's very much kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, where you guys were just going around in the same karmic cycles over and over again. Your person was just afraid of intimacy in general. So they were just in their pride and ego. But what happened was, you, the viewer, I feel like, and you may have even been drawn to pile number 1 as well, which I'm feeling like that also captured some of this person's jealousy now that they've come to their senses. So you're dealing with someone who may be a less evolved divine masculine, and now this is kind of like a continuation of pile number 1. So what happened here was that this person was entertaining multiple options in the past, is what I'm hearing, until one day you decided, and that's why I think pile number 1 is connected to pile number 3, you may have decided to walk away from this person. I think that you realized that this connection that you were in was very toxic. It was very codependent. Your person has now since walked away from the third party, and this person is sensing that your person is leaving them. So the third party, I'm feeling like, is very jealous of you and your person where your situation is concerned, because now your person has set out on their ship here and they want to move forward towards you, the connection in general. So this person is now recognizing that they're living with that master manipulator, or someone who really manipulated them. So if this is not a love interest, this is just going to be talking about a business effort or collaboration that you made with somebody. So some associate, some business partner, somebody that you had, basically just like, it was a situation where maybe you kept telling the person, I want to start this business with you, or I think we should be investing it in this, and this person was not as invested as you were in the beginning, right? So there's two storylines running. There's one about romantic relationship, and the other one is about a business endeavor where it's a situation where you wanted to invest with a partner, that person didn't want to invest in you and your company or your business product or model or something along those lines, and then you just went and followed your heart and your passion towards what you wanted. So if this is a romantic situation, what your person has realized is that they were dealing with someone who was a master manipulator, and then they wanted to now cut this person out. So the third party is jealous of you because the third party felt that this person was going to be their wish fulfillment. They thought that this was their happily ever after with the star in reverse, until you decided that you wanted out of the situation and were tired of going around in that loop with this person over and over again, wanting to reconcile, wanting to make the relationship work. So what happened was, while you were chasing this person down, right, if you were the chaser energy, this person was investing in a master manipulator. So now this master manipulator has realized that you are now leaving. If this is a business situation, what happened here was that you kept wanting to contact this person to start the business endeavor, and that person kept on stonewalling you, gaslighting you, kind of like egging you on, telling you soon, don't worry, everything's gonna work out. And then you decided to branch off and do it on your own, which led to this person being very slighted and upset, because now things are looking up for you and this person is now jaded, right? Because you're getting success, you're making your money, things are going well for you, right? You have that positive movement forward. So if this is a romantic interest, the third party, I'm feeling like, was somebody who told a lot of lies, secrets, manipulations to your person, and now your person has realized that this person that they were with was no good. So how does this affect you and what makes them feel jealous of you? Because now the third party knows that your person is leaving them. The third party knows that your person is moving forward, and so because of this, this person is salty. They're upset, they're depressed, they're heartbroken over this, they're mad because they thought that this was a green light. 2 thumbs up. They thought this was a green light towards them and your person, but then what they've realized now is that your person is walking away from them because they're moving forward towards you, the Empress, right? Or Emperor. Like, this is a no-brainer. So what happened here is now your person is willing to take risk. So this is making the third party very jealous of you because they recognize, right? It's kind of like that vibe. What do you have that I don't have? So why is it that this person is willing to now invest in you and they won't invest in me, right? Why is it that I'm now able to, or I can't be with this person? And if this is a business associate situation here, the issue is that this person is salty, or the past business associate or person you were working with is salty because of the fact that you have now decided to venture out on your own and you're seeing a lot of success. You took a chance on yourself and you're been able to now, you know, work through a lot of things. Like maybe you had some fears about were you going to be able to make this on your own, and you're like, no, I'm going to keep trying, I'm not going to give up. And then now this person here, I'm noticing his face, and he even has on a suit and tie. I'm just recognizing that now. So this person is well salty. They're mad. They're upset. They're jealous. They're envious. They're green, right? As I'm noticing a lot of green energy in here. where this person is just mad that now you've taken a chance, you're starting to do your thing, and things are looking up for you. So now they're hating. And that's the same thing here with the third party. The third party, if this is a love relationship, is the one who is jealous and just like talking a lot of shit about you because they feel mad. But your person isn't really showing their hand per se to the third party. If this is a love interest, they're kind of like keeping this close to their chest, but their actions again is saying otherwise, where the third party feels like things that they may have planned or invested with this person is no longer moving forward. Or I'm hearing, okay, so Spirit is also telling me something else too. So for some of you, the third party and your person may have been involved together in a business endeavor. That could also be someone else's storyline too out there, where the third party and your person were involved in some financial situation, or they were working on a project or something like that together. But now Spirit has basically blocked their blessing from them, and this is not moving forward because Spirit wants them to move forward with you instead of them. And if you are just singly doing a business venture, Spirit is saying that you right now basically are getting green light for yourself to be working on this project alone without this person involved. So let's see if we can find out a little bit more details, and then we're going to get some advice. So we have friend. So again, this could have even been a friend, or if it's a relationship, it could have started off as a friend, or a business endeavor could have even been a friend that you were involved in that you guys thought would have been, you know, really good to help you, and then you're recognizing now that it's not working out. Yeah, so if it's a love interest, as we talked about, this person now wants to come back and try to be friends with you, but the third party is not happy about that because they're like trying to resist or like kind of like sabotage and like kind of like gaslight, like slow down your person from making their process towards you. If this is especially like, you know, this person always thought that you were someone that was very sweet as well. I'm hearing for a lot of you. And they knew that you would always be there and faithful towards them. Or if this was a business partner that is now jealous and salty of you, this is because of them having their own insecurities where they thought that once you made it big, doing this business financial endeavor, that you would have just turned your back on them. So that was something that kind of like made them afraid because they wanted you to always be there and wait for them until when they felt they were ready to invest in the business. But you've decided to venture off on your own, which has now made this person upset and jealous and salty. So let's get the last piece of advice from Spirit. I know this reading was a little bit confusing, but if your storyline is about a love interest, you might want to check out pile number 1 because that was heavily prominent in that. If your situation is about a business thing where the person is salty, this storyline for you, so let's just summarize, is all about you basically taking a risk on yourself, and now the business partner that you were supposed to invest in or had invested in is salty because your business endeavor is going well. Business is blooming, right? We have the move in here. So your money is flowing. Things are going well. This person's depressed because they feel like they can't compare to you now. You've been successful and they're not. And that's what's making them really jealous about you. So let's get the last piece of advice from Spirit, and then we're going to close out this reading. So we have celebration, joy guides. So I'm hearing that this also was a lot of trial and tribulation for both of the storylines here. There was a lot of things that happened here, which was also now what's allowing you to rise above adversity and to now step into your power and your life purpose. So saying alignment, harvest, bonding, marriage. You're entering a period of great expansion and celebration. Your joy guides are here at hand, ushering you into the season of abundant celebration, hospitality. You're loved, accepted, and trusted by those around you. This is a time when life goes back to you. You may become engaged. Ooh, so again, pile number 3, if your person comes back, if this is a love interest, you're going to be getting engaged. You may get engaged, get married, receive a promotion. So again, this is talking about the business thing, right? That's why the 2 storylines were here. Land a deal or get that long-awaited lucky break. Whatever your desire, your joy guides are urging you to prepare for it because it's surely coming. Realize that a life's tides turn your way. The soon to become realized positive flow of events is just a fluke or an accident or just the luck of the draw. Rather, it's a natural outcome of your unwavering efforts and commitment to your dreams and goals. Joy Guide's message: plan for the party. You'll soon have a reason to celebrate. So that's amazing. So they're saying that things are going to work out great for you. I'm getting a call from I'm getting a call right now. So you might expect a call from someone, or that call that you've been waiting for is going to come and it's going to help you. So hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, Paul number 3. I got a call from my doctor. So you guys might be experiencing or getting a call soon from this person, or maybe if you had a medical condition or you work in the medical field, expect that something good news is going to come for you from that. So yeah, so all I'm saying, that's probably why we had the 2 different scenarios playing out in this reading, where the piles were like conflicted. It was drawn between a business idea and a love interest. So I think that both of them are correlated to you and your storyline, or are going to resonate soon for you. So if this reading resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, or like my video. I also like to hear from you guys if you'd like to comment as well, or if you feel called and would like to book a personal and private reading with me, check out my website at angiesawakening.com. I thank everyone so much in advance for all your love and support, and I'm sending everyone lots of love and light. Take care.